I learned to stay strong. Concrete in the dirt I was raised on. Know how to put in work. Grinding all day, you know it's game on. My skin is thick, yeah, it's tough. Running, yeah, we stay alive. Ain't gotta look nowhere else. All of this greatness inside. Don't think you're ready for this part. This is our moment, here we are. How could you be a star if you don't shine and you afraid of the dark? Say you wanna be a big fish, but you can't swim with the sharks.
Welcome everyone to this episode of Riot Pro Wrestling. I'm the Everett Lee. On this week's episode, we pull from the vault. Riot Pro Wrestling presents Resurrection from July 26th of 2019. But first, as a reminder, Riot Pro Wrestling presents Retribution January 20th at 4 p.m. at the Volusia Mall, 1700 West International Speedway Boulevard, Daytona Beach. Tickets on sale at eventbrite.com. Search Riot Pro Wrestling. Get your tickets now. Tune in next week for part 2 of From the Vault with Riot Pro Wrestling presents Resurrection. Be sure to tune in next week for that. Let's go to ringside and let's check out this opening.
All right, tonight we're bringing back Riot Pro Wrestling from the dead. Now at this time, I want you loud, I want you proud, I want you putting your hands together for the GM of the new Riot Pro Wrestling. Give it up for Mr. Showtime! How are you guys doing today? Hey, I just wanted to make sure that I tell everybody that Riot Pro Wrestling is back. I appreciate every one of you guys. We put in a lot of hard work. Everybody in the back, everybody who put the ring together, everybody around. We just want to say thank you. Come on. I don't think y'all loud enough. All right, guys. So you know, the only thing left to do is tell you guys, Riot Pro Wrestling presents the Resurrection. Now let's riot! All right, everybody, and facing the worldwide cameras at this time, before we start our first match, let's give a big Riot Pro Wrestling welcome to the originator of the original Riot Pro Wrestling. Give it up for Gary Cooper. Gary, welcome back to Riot Pro Wrestling. This must be a very proud moment for you. So I've got to ask you at this moment, how does it feel to be in this ring once again and see Riot Pro Wrestling resurrected?
Riot Pro Wrestling is for everybody that comes out here. This show was meant to for you, get everybody started, everybody having a good time. And we see it's a good crowd here now.
This wasn't scheduled.
How y'all doing tonight? Mediocre. Before I get to you, Mr. GM, I've got some words to say to you, Gary. You shut up. You know, a lot of people might not know this, but I actually got my start here in Riot as a ring announcer, working for this man. And while I thank you for the opportunities, I damn sure don't respect you. But let me explain why. Riot Pro Wrestling was something special. And what did you do? You handed it off to someone who put a championship on himself and buried this company to the ground. You have no respect for this business. So someone like me came over and took over Brevard County, and now Atomic Revolutionary Wrestling is the best damn company in the state. We are Extreme Wrestling. And tonight, it's a resurrection, right? But I ask you, Gary, how is this any different from the first time Riot came back, and the second time, and the third time? How is it any different, and how will it not fail this time? It will. Because this resurrection you speak of, you surround yourself with people who use you for your money and don't care and don't have the passion and the drive that I actually have for this business. Honestly, you should have sold Riot to me, and then I would have just shut it down. Now on to you, Mr. GM. First of all, congratulations. That's a hell of an honor to be the GM for Riot. Isn't it? It's not. But you know, you definitely have your work cut out for you. So, but the thing is, I look around and guess what? You're using our ring. You're using Atomic's talent. You're even using Atomic's commentary. Riot's just a carbon copy, right? Because, you know, the original Riot, it didn't just die. I killed it!
Alex. See, I forgot something really quickly. You know, a lot of things you said, ARW, whatever your name is, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, whatever. But if I remember correctly, didn't you start here? Wait. You were a ring announcer, that was right, that's right. So let me make something clear to you. Riot Pro Wrestling is here to stay. And, you know, I understand you want some things to fail. I seen your rap career, it didn't go well. And Alex, one more thing. I know you want to be cool, and I heard you were like a ladies' man. But the thing is, talent isn't sexually transmitted like you have before. Just saying. That's a joke.
I never got. Maybe this company never would have died if I'd have been champion.
Wait. You are not going to come into my front door in Riot Pro Wrestling and think you're going to take over.
It's my commentary, my everything. I'm going to stick around all night.
You're going to stick around all night?
I'm going to stick around all night. See what this resurrection is all about.
You know what? Since you were a ring announcer before, I'm going to let you stay. That's fine. but you have to go. I don't care about the champion.
You're not getting rid of
security!
me!
Security!
You're not getting rid of me!
Get
You
him!
guys aren't getting rid of me!
Get him out of here! Security! Get him out of here! Get out of my ring. The resurrection is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, our GM, Mr. Showtime, and the originator, Gary Cooper. Give it up for them. All right, and now, how'd you like to see some action? Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the debut of our Young Lions division. The Young Lions division will take the hungriest, the leanest, the meanest, the most driven competitors, the most talented wrestlers out there today looking to make a name for themselves, and they're going to make it right here at Riot Pro Wrestling. The following Young Lions division match is scheduled for one fall. Now making his way to the ring, your first competitor. Weighing 165 pounds, from Kingston, Jamaica, Remi Danilo.
Hey, Greg, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Well, it's kind of weird to be here at the resurrection of Riot Pro Wrestling. Some strong words by you.
I was just speaking the truth. That's all I'm saying. I was just speaking the truth there, Greg. I can't even hear myself in this cheap equipment that Riot has. What's this big resurrection? I can't even hear myself.
Let's try that.
There. Oh, now I can hear myself. See, the resurrection. Resurrection of what? This cheap equipment they have here that, you know, I can't even hear myself in?
And we have
And now, introducing his opponent.
Listen, I meant every single word I said in the ring, but I'm here to see. I'm here to see what happens tonight, and he has this, what, Young Lions division?
Yeah.
That's what this is?
I guess that's his version of cruiserweight division.
We'll see. We'll see how this resurrection, I mean, I don't know.
Weighing in at 78 kilos, hailing from Rome, Italy, he is the Prince of Rome, Il Principe di Roma, D3!
So I will say this. That is D3 right there, who was trained by Alpha the Wild Samoan. He was actually also trained by Tommy Dreamer. Believe that or not. And recently we just saw him on Monday Night Raw against Braun Strowman.
Yeah, where he was thrown around like a rag doll. But let's focus on tonight. The resurrection of Riot Pro Wrestling. We have, I guess, Remi in there along with D3. And,
I mean, who's your pick to win this? Because right off the bat, I got to give it to D3. He was trained by the innovator of violence, Mr. Tommy Dreamer, and, of course, Alpha the Wild Samoan. So you know right off the bat, this guy knows how to fight.
I'm going to have to give it to D3 just based on his worldwide appeal. I mean, he's been
He's
all
from
over.
Italy. He's from Italy.
Is. And talking to him earlier, he said what an honor it was to be in
What's
the
up
ring.
with his hair, though?
I don't know. I wouldn't go with the pink.
You would go with the pink.
No, I'd go with purple, but...
You would go with the pink, Greg. I know you very well. You're like 85 and you'd go with pink.
I'm 90. Leave me alone.
How are you not retired yet?
I'm seriously considering it right about now.
Yeah, you probably should. Anyways, right now
The
we see the
lockup.
lockup. My favorite, obviously, D3. D3 was trained by Tommy Dreamer and Off of the Wild Samoan. He has all the experience and expertise out there. So there you go.
And joining us on commentary right now is our ring announcer, Daniel Max Shaw. You in there for that big confrontation between Showtime, Alex Red, and that big mountain of a man, Axe Clover. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I was kind of worried about Gary Cooper there for a minute. It looked like Axe was about to tear him apart. Luckily, I just kind of stayed to the side. And, Alex, I understand you're the original ring announcer. I'm happy to take over that spot. You guys can have all the conflict you want.
I consider, I have nothing against you. I consider you a legend in this business, and I think you do really good.
Thank you, sir.
I'm here to see what this resurrection is all about. Because I feel like we've been resurrected like 8 times, but you know what? We're off to a good start. I will give him that.
I will say this is kind of innovative on the GM's part with this Young Lions division, kind of an offshoot of the Cruiserweight division.
Well, actually, the Cruiserweight Championship is null and void. The former champ, Death Prepare and Epic, as of tonight, is no longer the Cruiserweight Champion. There is no Cruiserweight Champion.
Are all championships null and void tonight? I believe they are.
Yes, I believe we are going to have all new champions.
Absolutely. In fact, we're not starting a new Cruiserweight division because the concept was it's not about weight, it's about hunger. We want them lean, hungry, and ready to work. That's Young Lions.
All right, right now we see the crowd getting hype right now. Oh, D3 just absolutely talking smack here to the crowd in Melbourne. The crowd is behind Remi as you hear that. Personally, I'm behind D3. Italy all the way.
I don't often agree with you, Alex, but I will have to agree.
It's also the pink hair. I like it.
You would like pink hair, wouldn't you?
Both guys incredibly talented. From Kingston, Jamaica, Remi Danilo, you'd think from Jamaica might be laid back. No, this kid is on fire. And D3, he's out to prove he can do anything. Currently the WXW champion, also wants to make a name for himself here in the new Riot Pro Wrestling.
That's right. We just saw D3 on Monday Night Raw, actually, against Braun Strowman. Heck of an opportunity. You know, like I said earlier, he was trained by Tommy Dreamer and Off of the Wild Samoan. That is quite an impressive resume for this young man.
Yes, it is. Oh, and a flip by Remi to D3 with the float over.
Yeah, impressive. I'm not going to lie. Impressive.
And into the cover. I think a little bit premature for that cover, Alex.
Didn't even get a 1. Oh, look at the absolute athleticism by Remi, though. Quite impressive, I'm not going to lie.
I mean, would you go so far as to say that's, like, innovative?
It's innovative. I mean, they are definitely young competitors. That's the Young Lions division there for you, Greg.
The question is, are these two young men hungry enough?
By that kick to the face from D3 onto Remi, I would say that guy is absolutely starving, Greg. I got jokes all day, old man. What you gonna do?
And attacking that shoulder, and there's smart offense by D3. You attack that limb, and you just keep going after it.
Look at the insane athleticism by D3 as you just see, just absolutely insane.
Oh,
now, Daniel, I could see you doing something like that.
Probably no.
No,
Wincing
okay.
in pain, maybe, yes.
And very smart offense here.
D3 is going to keep working that arm.
You take away a man's power, you take away his arms.
D3 is a young man, but he is the veteran in this match.
Well, it looks like he's teaching Remi a lesson, but it's not a lesson you want to learn.
He's showing mocking right there, Remi.
That's not a lesson I would want to learn.
Oh, the strong kicks by D3.
And right into that injured
D3
shoulder.
from Italy.
I think you mentioned that before, Alex.
Stating facts, Greg.
Staying focused, very smart on D3.
D3 goes for the pin.
And the kick out at 2.
We are still very early on in this match. We have not had that close of a fall yet. These two are still trying to feel each other out.
And this could easily turn into a submission move. Very painful wrenching on those shoulders. Referee Matt Bowman checking in on Remi.
He says no.
I'm sorry, Daniel. That just looks painful.
Oh, I don't even want to think about it. I mean, he's wrenching his shoulder. D3 is the veteran here. He knows what to go for. He knows to attack that body part. Oop. It's like Remi's going back a bit.
Those strong elbows to the face of D3 as he's going to reverse it, but no, D3. Oh, no, spoke too soon. Remi looking for that.
Oh, in the miss, coming off the top rope.
Oh, the strong kicks by D3.
And it was to that shoulder that D3 targeted earlier.
That has got to be it.
Cover. And the kick out at 2. D3 looking at referee Matt Bowman like, are you sure?
That was 2.5 right there. That was the closest we have had to a 3 count here tonight without Shannon Moore being here.
D3 on that shoulder is like a shark sensing blood in the water.
Yep, he keeps going after it.
You can just read the facial expressions from D3. He's starting to get frustrated that the match has gone on the way it has.
He thought he would take out this young lion real quick, but Remi proving to be quite a challenge for D3, who misses coming off the high rent district.
I don't know. I think Remi might, I think D3 might prove himself to be the true Lion King here tonight.
Oh, and the elbows by Remi, but still favoring that left shoulder.
Oh, his shoulder's just hanging like a dead appendage at this point.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, and the kicks. Targeting the legs. Wow. Just a flurry of kicks.
Athleticism by Remi.
There's no doubt that both of these young lions are athletic, especially D3.
Knees to the face of D3. Is Remi thinking that high rent district?
He's going there. High rent district, very perilous.
Oh!
That paid off.
Into the cover. Oh!
I thought that was a 3 count.
We almost had a 3 count there.
Crowd right now wanting Remi to get this big win. This is the first match, the opening match of Riot Pro Wrestling's Resurrection here tonight. Who is going to get that big win to set the company into the future?
Vicious clothesline by Remi into the cover.
And don't forget, this being a new division, who doesn't want to have the first win in the brand new division and establish themselves as the alpha?
And you are correct there. They are the start of the new division. No longer the cruiserweights. These are the young lions, and both of them looking rather hungry. Remi coming back with some great offense and showing what a young lion can do. The counter by D3.
Oh, high move, high impact by D3.
And the kick out. D3 frustrated at the ref. I would say that D3 better keep that frustration in check because it could cost him the match.
D3, you see all the stiff shots right there onto Remi by D3. That frustration just built up.
And now D3 confronting referee Matt Bowman. He better watch out and not get himself disqualified.
Maybe he can knock some sense into the ref.
Referee Matt Bowman's a good kid. D3 putting Remi on that top rope.
Oh, going back to the high rent district now. Ooh, powerful hit from D3.
And you know anything from the top rope, Daniel, never goes well.
No, it doesn't.
All I can
D3,
say is...
oh my gosh, Greg, Daniel.
Oh,
Remi though.
D3 down. Let's see if Remi can do this.
Remi perched up at the top. It takes flight. Almost a coup de grace style to the back
Remi
of
goes
D3.
for the pin. Wow.
And the kick out by D3.
I thought for sure Remi had it there. Absolutely impressive.
That was almost like a reverse, would you call that a reverse coup de grace?
I'll go with that anytime. I'm just glad I'm not on the receiving end of it.
Yet. I'm just kidding.
Better watch him down here, Daniel.
Oh! D3 with the shoulder off the top rope there.
And that's
He's been working on that arm the entire match. Absolute smart veteran instinct by D3. This young lion just proving his worth. Wow. Insane athleticism.
Oh, and still targeting that shoulder.
Could we have... Oh, could this be it?
your winner, the Prince of Rome, D3!
I called it, Greg. Greg, hell of a win right there. D3 is a young lion, and he picks up the big win here tonight at Riot's Resurrection.
He picks up the very first win in the Young Lions division. Who could we see come into this division, Alex?
I mean, any name. I mean, Riot has been resurrected, so we shall see. But nonetheless, D3 is victorious here tonight at Riot, and I think D3, it's safe to say that is the future of the Young Lions division and the future of Riot.
I would have to agree.
D3 from Italy. It kind of rhymes, Greg.
It kind of does. Let's not take any away from.
Oh, listen to the crowd here in Melbourne pandering to Remi and cheering him on.
And we have Remi.
They would cheer for the losers, right? That's why they didn't cheer me.
Well, let's not.
Because I'm not a loser like you, Greg.
And that's why I'm under your employ, right?
Who?
Yeah. Let's not take anything away from the young
I'm not
lion,
taking
Remi.
anything away from him, but he lost. Why are they cheering the guy that loses? We don't give out trophies here for second place, do we?
Wow, what an opener for the resurrection of Riot Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, JD, obviously all the focus was on Riot. Nobody expected the invasion of ARW's Alex Red. Let's talk about that.
You know what? I can't say I'm surprised. Much like it was pointed out there, Alex Red did get his start in Riot. I remember him slapping him around a couple times when he thought he wanted to be a wrestler. But after he got in there with me, he realized that was the wrong call. As far as some of the things he said, ouch. You know what I'm saying? Ouch. But you know what? Truth be the truth. One thing he did say is that ARW is the #1 wrestling company in the state. And that might have been true a year ago. But now that Riot is back, I think that's going to change.
Well, and let's talk about the action. Our first match was the brand new Young Lions division, the Prince of Rome D3 versus Remi Danilo. Tell me about your take on both of these young athletes.
Man, these guys are two studs, man. Two young guys who can really go. And, you know, that's what I like. That's one thing I do have to give, you know, props to Showtime for doing. He went out and he got guys that were not known to Brevard, guys you hadn't seen everywhere, but guys who could go nonetheless. So he went out and he picks up a D3, he picks up a Remi, he brings these guys in and he just lets them go. And I think we got just a little taste of what these guys can really do. Man, I'm looking forward to seeing them tie up again in the future.
Yeah, and speaking of future, let's talk about the future of this event. There's a match coming up. You're a big part of this. Yeah. Tell us about the captain's match.
All right, you know what? So let me make a long story short. So after me and Showtime had that little face-to-face, and he proposed a captain's match. The winner of this match would take the final spot in the Fatal 4-Way to crown the new Riot Heavyweight Champion. It was supposed to be 4-on-4. Originally, the person that I had, you know, kind of fell through, couldn't make it, so we had to go in 3-on-4. Which, that's fine for me. I don't have any issue with fighting against the odds. So 3-on-4, my team, Venom's team, the captain of the winning team gets the final spot.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what happened? You're going to find out right now. We're going right now to the captain's match.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the first victory in the new Riot Pro Wrestling. And you can look forward to more exciting Young Lions matches in upcoming Riot Pro Wrestling events. Now, let me tell you about our next contest because it has serious ramifications for our main event of the evening. What you're about to see is a captain's 4-on-3 handicap match. We have two teams. We have Team Venom and Team JD Amazing. Whichever team wins, their captain advances to the fatal four-way main event with a chance to become the new Riot Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. At this time, making their way to the ring for the handicap match is your first team. Representing Team Venom, they are rough, rugged, and raw. They are accompanied to the ring by the consultant of choice, Frank Saltarelli, the Brooklyn Juggernaut, Rome, Team Captain, Venom, Reggie Brown, and the Capital D.C. DeMarcus Cutler.
So this is big main event implications here because the winning captain of each team.
Fred, I actually got information about these guys. These guys are a bunch of jobbers.
I can just look at them and tell that. What's Frank Saltarelli having? He goes where the money is. What's he doing here?
$25 for that entire team. $25, I'm telling you. 7-Eleven.
That makes sense. But no, big implications for the main event because the winning captain of the team and
Greg
Team
Allen's shoes cost
versus
more than them.
JD Amazing. The winner advances to the main event tonight, and the main event is supposed to be Zach Monstar versus Vertigo versus Aaron Epic, and the winning captain of the team, so either moves on to the main event. Lots of power in that ring, Greg.
Yes, lots of power.
And now, making their way to the ring, their opponents.
I think it's safe to say that this team that's about to come out is pretty amazing, Greg.
I would have to agree with you.
This is a pretty amazing team that's going to come out, and they get my pick to win here tonight. But it's a handicap match, though. It's a handicap team match.
Today, they are Team JD Amazing, led to the ring by Mr. Jason Sensation. They are the team of Team Captain JD Amazing, Jared Diaz, and Kwame Nas. They are the Green Light Hit Squad!
I gotta point out, Greg, this is a handicap match, though. Is that gonna work against Team JD Amazing?
I don't know. If you look at the size of JD Amazing,
It's 4-on-3.
well, if you look at the size of JD Amazing, though, you can split him into two.
JD Amazing has a lot of history here at Riot Pro Wrestling, and we've been seeing the back and forth that he has been very hesitant to come back and be a part of this resurrection, but he did decide to, and he's here tonight.
Now, I'm going to point something out here, Alex. Frank Saltarelli just tried to bribe referee Javier.
It's all about the money, Greg. Come on,
Well,
you know
apparently
this.
with Javier, he threw the money right back at Mr. Saltarelli. But I got to go back to your point. Why is Frank Saltarelli here? He goes where the money is. Do you have money?
I do.
Oh, that's why he's here then. Yeah, this is a 4-on-3 handicap match.
The winning captain goes on to the main event tonight to face Zach Monstar, Vertigo, and Aaron Epic. I guess to crown a new Riot heavyweight champion.
Yep. Everything's been vacated. So let's, wow, Venom is, I'm sorry, one big guy.
Yeah, that's,
That is not somebody I want to meet in a dark alley.
He's a big guy. They call him the Juggernaut for a reason.
He looks like one. I'm sitting over here all the way at commentary, and I'm scared of this guy. He's huge, Daniel.
Oh, he is scary. I know.
Wait a minute. I got to point this out.
Absolutely.
It looks like Mr. Shaw over here is taking a payoff.
I'll take 100.
Mr.
Give me 100.
Saltarelli. Did you get enough for the rest of us here at commentary?
You know what? This actually was just something I had in my pocket. I was just counting my dollar bills.
That's not what I saw earlier when you and Mr. Saltarelli were talking. But let's go to this match.
Right now we see the lockup right here to start this match. I don't know. I think this team right here is pretty amazing. I just got to say, DeMarcus Cutler here, very impressive up-and-coming independent wrestler here in the state of Florida.
And he is currently represented by the consultant of choice, Mr. Frank Saltarelli, and he's been impressing, I should say Mr. Cutler's been impressing all over the state of Florida.
Absolutely, and Jarrett Diaz, actually, interesting note about him, his cousin, Jason Cage, was a member of the original Greenlight Hit Squad 2.0, captained by JD Amazing and Mr. Sensation. This might be the third version of this group that used to be part of Southern Championship Wrestling.
Interesting. Is this another resurrection of sorts?
It actually kind of looks like it. Wow, amazing athleticism. As we take a look on the outside here.
I think Diaz was trying to show his cousin Jason Cage something, but got an elbow from Rome for his troubles.
JD Amazing is going to go right in for the Juggernaut, though.
And we have
wait a second. Has the ref lost all control?
Now we're just rolling.
The ref has lost all control of this match as these fans here are getting the VIP treatment in the front row.
And DeMarcus Cutler sliding back into the ring. Can't see it on camera right now.
Take the action back in the ring. Oh, JD Amazing going to stop that, though.
Look at JD. What has he got in mind here as we take a look? Oh, my God, Alex.
What are they thinking, Greg?
I
don't know. Oh, my God. Bodies laying everywhere here at the community center.
Wow, there are bodies everywhere. We got everybody down on the outside except for, wow, it looks like darn near everybody.
Oh, no, wait a second, though. What is he thinking, Greg? What is Kwame thinking?
He's going to go flying.
Oh! Kwame with the high air. Impressive. Oh, my gosh.
He took out both crews at one shot. Oh, this kid is pumped up.
You see the look of determination and willpower. This guy is, Kwame is absolutely impressive.
He took out everybody, including his own teammates.
Let's see, working on Team Captain Venom right now.
Going in for, is that a submission that I'm seeing right there, Alex?
He's choking him out, Greg. Wait a second, DeMarcus Cutler going to go in there. Wait a second.
What are... Oh, and DeMarcus with the elbows to Kwame's head.
Oh, come on. Referee Javier has lost all control of this match.
Looks like we're forming a human chain here.
It does look that way.
What are we witnessing? I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this before. This is absolutely incredible.
JD
as
amazing. JD Amazing in the ring. And we have this human chain, as you called it, Daniel, formed right now.
JD going to start at the bottom and
he's going to
oh no, into a submission.
I have never seen anything like this before. This is absolutely insane.
Oh, and from behind, Venom hits JD Amazing from behind, breaking up that submission.
As we see the Juggernaut and JD Amazing, that headbutt, absolute power behind it.
Oh, I don't think I would want to hit either of those heads in a headbutt. Oy.
I wouldn't either. I got to agree with you there, Daniel. And the Fists of Fury from JD Amazing to Venom.
He's pretty amazing, Greg.
You keep saying that, Alex.
Because he is.
Daniel, did
Do
you
you
know
doubt
that
that?
JD is amazing?
Well, not only is he amazing, but remember, he's got so much to win, so much to lose tonight. Not only is he down one man in this handicap match, but he is fighting to regain a championship he never lost.
Exactly. Oh!
JD Amazing, again, he was very hesitant to come back here to Riot Pro Wrestling, but after many, many talks with the general manager, he made an agreement, and he's wanting to get the gold he never lost, just like
I must
Dan
mention
said.
one of those conversations with general manager Showtime happened on Facebook Live, and JD Amazing not too impressed with the new general manager of Riot Pro Wrestling.
I'm not either. We'll see.
Well, it's a chance to once again be the Riot Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship against his absolute disdain for Mr. Showtime. He does not trust him as far as, well, he probably could throw him a pretty far distance, but let's just say he doesn't trust him.
JD Amazing can throw me pretty far. What are you talking about?
Yes, yeah, he could shot put him pretty much across the ring.
You know who's impressing me out of this entire match is this DeMarcus Color. This guy has a big future from everything I've been seeing from here tonight.
I think we could very well see DeMarcus in the young
Wait
Lions
a second, though.
division.
Take it
What's going on
outside.
outside.
Take Frank
Venom Reggie
Saltarelli
Brown.
just
just stomping the hell out of Jarrett Diaz for throwing him back into the ring. Playing the numbers game, and it's working right now.
DeMarcus going for the pin, but the kick out at 2.5.
I'm sorry. I got to say this. I have pure disdain for Frank Salt and Pepper. I don't think he belongs out here. I think he needs to be taken to the back. Frank Saltarelli was a pain in my butt for almost a year.
The self-advocated consultant of choice.
Yeah, if I had a choice, I'd consult him right out of here. Oh, and the slam.
Absolute, just incredible strength as he, knee to the forehead. Just going to knock some sense into him.
Well, that'll definitely take an eye out.
Yeah, a move like that can easily cause a concussion.
Great just you see this team being a very cohesive unit over here. Team Venom is just working very well together to make sure none of Team Amazing can tag in and out.
And Diaz is completely dazed in the wrong corner. This does not look good for him whatsoever.
Trying to reach out for the tag in his corner. Oh, and smart offense by Jarrett Diaz. Will that buy him enough time?
But the Juggernaut himself is going to put a stop to that, make sure he does not have an opportunity to tag in Kwame or JD.
Now, Alex, you call yourself the fearless leader. Is Venom
I call myself that. Everyone else calls me that because they fear me.
I don't. Anyway, would you call Venom a true leader of his team?
Oh, absolutely. Do you not see the power behind him? He is venomous. Absolutely.
Jarrett Diaz trying to mount a comeback against the behemoth, but to no avail, and that one punch knocking Jarrett down to the ring.
Jarrett's been in this ring a very long time.
Look at that power.
Again, the strength as he goes for the pin. Kwame was looking to break that up there.
Didn't get close enough. To get 4-on-3, this has been 4-on-1 for far too long.
Yeah, Jarrett needs to get over to that corner and make that all-important tag.
And that's the thing. As much as I want to cheer and think JD Amazing's team has this, there is 4 members on Team Venom.
Venom was just biting the forehead of young Diaz.
He's venomous.
And knocking JD and Kwame off the
Wait a second.
the
The referee
apron.
lost all control. JD Amazing just knocking it out to the Juggernaut. Headbutt again.
And we have a brawl.
I don't even, so much going on over here. As you see right now, JD, the Juggernaut just throwing him on the ground here.
We see on On the outside, we see
Mr. Sensation attending to JD Amazing. Just put the official Greenlight Hit Squad briefcase up by us. I'm a little nervous about what might be in this thing.
I'm kind of nervous too, Daniel. Do we know what's in that briefcase?
Yes.
I mean, it's a pretty cool-looking briefcase.
Through the years, there have been many nasty surprises coming from that briefcase. I'm kind of nervous about being so close to it. Actually, Greg, if you could take it on your side, I would appreciate it very much.
By all means, you take it over there. We'll continue to call the action as we see DeMarcus Cutler just giving the elbows to young Jarrett Diaz, who really needs to make that all-important tag.
If Diaz can't get out, JD Amazing's opportunity to become Riot Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship is going to slip away very, very soon.
Team Venom just absolutely dominating this entire match.
So let's do this,
Wait
gentlemen.
a second. Jarrett, was that Jarrett's opportunity?
Oh, he's got to get over to that corner real quick. Daniel, who's your pick in this match? Team JD or Team Venom?
Right now, I've got to say Team Venom. They've got the numbers. Oh.
Venom goes for the pin onto JD. Both team captains are in the ring right now.
Now, this is what I've been waiting for. The captain's going at it. The guys with the two most to lose and everything to gain one-on-one.
And you can tell JD has a bit of a chip on his shoulder because he wants the gold back.
A bit of a chip?
Just a little bit. Okay, a lot of bit.
So you're going Team Venom. Alex, who's your pick in this match?
I want to say JD Amazing because he has proven time and time again just what a fighter he is, but Team Venom, the numbers don't lie.
Oh, and a power slam by JD into the cover.
Juggernaut going to break that up, though.
And Juggernaut throwing Venom over into the corner. The tag to DeMarcus Cutler, who starts laying the elbows to the back of JD Amazing's head.
And don't forget, JD has had major neck issues in the past. He's come through.
Oh.
Absolute power and strength by JD Amazing, proving once again just how dominant he can be.
JD very dominant, especially against the young lion like DeMarcus Cutler. Oh, and what are we seeing here, Daniel?
Well, this could be the end.
Oh! That has got to be it.
Oh, and Juggernaut breaking it up. 2.5 as he goes over.
Wait a second. Team Venom all getting in the ring. Again, referee Javier has lost all control of this match yet again. Absolute chaos and anarchy here tonight.
Wow, I don't even know where to begin. We have action all around. Spear!
Rome is down.
Wow, we have DeMarcus Cutler and Kwame in the ring.
Kwame picking up DeMarcus. What is he thinking? Oh, the slam onto DeMarcus there.
Oh, wait a minute. What do we got going on here? As we look, we see Jason Sensation.
What is so sensational about this guy?
This right here, the frog splash off the top rope to DeMarcus Cutler and then smartly sliding out of the ring.
That was kind of sensational. I'll give him that.
Could we say advantage Team JD?
Not a handicap match at that moment.
Kwame running in after the tag from JD.
Could this be it?
Oh, innovative. Into the cover.
Your winners, Team JD Amazing. JD Amazing, Kwame Nas, Jarrett Diaz. They are the Green Light Hit Squad. JD Amazing now enters the main event.
Do you know what that means, Greg? JD Amazing, who never lost the Riot Heavyweight Championship, is now inserted into the main event here tonight at Resurrection.
And he gets that chance to gain back what he never lost.
That is going to be one hell of a main event, though, because you think about it, you have Zach Monstar in one corner, you have Vertigo in another corner, and then in another corner, Aaron Epic, and then now JD Amazing.
And I believe that match is now going to be amazing.
I believe it too, Greg. We are going to start a riot here tonight for Resurrection. Congratulations to Team JD Amazing. That was a 3-on-4 match, and they still managed to go against the odds.
I think the X factor there on the outside was Jason Sensation coming off that top rope with a beautiful frog splash to DeMarcus Cutler. I think that's what gave it to Team JD.
Absolutely, but at the end of the day, who really won here was the fans, because that was an incredible match.
Wow, that was the captain's match, and now we can talk about who won. Congratulations, sir.
Hey man, I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Tell me a little bit about the history between you and Venom.
Man, you know what? It's not a mystery. Most people know that Venom's my cousin, and so we had a little bit of a family feud, so to say. And what better way to settle it than with a fight?
Well, and let me delve a little further into pro wrestling history. So people who are strictly fans of Riot Pro Wrestling may not know, but Mr. Sensation, who was your manager, effectively has been your manager through Southern Championship Wrestling for many years as the faction, the Greenlight Hit Squad. In fact, he's on our live webcast. In fact, if you are watching the webcast on YouTube, you can actually type into the chat box right now, throw in your comments, throw in your questions, and we'll talk to you during the matches. And Mr. Sensation is actually critiquing as we're going. Tell me a little bit about the importance of having this new version of the Greenlight Hit Squad be so important to you at Riot Pro Wrestling.
Man, you know what? When originally the partners I was looking for, I wasn't able to get, but I got a message from Jason, and one thing I can say about him, man, he's always had my back, and he came through. So Greenlight Hit Squad is back, and just like you said, you know, started in SCW, and even back in the day when I was in the Hit Squad, I gotta say this, man, Jason always looked out for me. When I was just a young boy, still trying to figure this stuff out, he helped me keep my head on straight. That and he insulted me a lot, but that's just this way, man.
Absolutely. Now, let's look forward to our next match. What we're about to see is Tag Team Turmoil for the Tag Team Championships. First of all, let's talk about some of the teams. Critical Mayhem, actually, they were gearing up for a shot at the titles when the original Riot closed down. Tell me a little bit about Critical Mayhem.
So, Critical Mayhem, man, two young, hungry, talented guys. They'd been in Riot a little bit, kind of doing their own thing, and it wasn't clicking. They decided to pair up for, you know, a couple shows, and man, there was some magic. There was some magic there. Back before Riot closed, Brothers in Arms had just won the titles, and they were kind of doing a back and forth. And I think at the very last event, it was supposed to be Critical Mayhem versus the Brothers in Arms. Well, that event did not happen, and when this new guy Showtime came in and vacated all titles, he didn't want to just make the same match that was supposed to have happened. So he took those two teams and invited as many other teams as could fit in there, which led to Tag Team Turmoil.
Absolutely. So we've got Critical Mayhem, we've got Brothers in Arms. For our fans who may not be familiar, can you tell us a little bit about Dylan D?
I can. What can you say about this guy that hasn't been said and that you can keep PG? If you don't know who Dylan D is or Jerry Swirlz, his alternate ego is, you need to look this kid up. Second thought, you don't need to look this kid up on social media. I don't even know what to say, man. You just got to see it. You just got to watch it.
Okay, and I understand we're going to see Dylan try to find a partner. Not the most popular person on the Riot Pro Wrestling roster. And we have some surprise entrants. So rather than me spoil the surprise, why don't we go right back to the action with Tag Team Turmoil.
about that captain's match? And remember now, we've got a fatal four-way, and JD Amazing has the opportunity to once again become the Riot Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion if he can get through 3 other men. But that's then. This is now. The following contest is our tag team turmoil match. We will have 6 tag teams. We will start with 2. When one is eliminated, the next one will enter. The final team standing will be your new Riot Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions! And now, making their way to the ring, your first team.
Oh, yeah, here we go, Greg.
From Albany, New York, and Puerto Rico, they are the team of Critical Caius Gabriel, Andrew Mayhem Merlin. They are Critical Mayhem.
As you heard Daniel Maxshaw say, that is Team Critical Mayhem right there. Andrew Merlin and Carlos, they have been making quite a name for themselves in the tag team divisions all around the state of Florida. Tag team turmoil tonight. How far are they going to get, Greg?
That's still to be seen, as we have some pretty good tag teams involved in this turmoil.
Some of the best teams around the state, I heard, are going to be here tonight.
I have to question one of
That's
them.
part of why I'm here.
Making their way to the ring, the second team.
Who's this, Greg? Is this a newer team?
I would.
Hailing from the deepest, darkest part of the forest, and from Poughkeepsie, New York, they are the team of Caius, Wolfe, and Jake Shadow.
I'm familiar with Jake Shadows, but I am not familiar with this partner. This is a very interesting tag team, and I got to say that if this is tag team turmoil, you know, eliminations keep happening, another team comes in, I got to give all mine to Critical Mayhem. I'm thinking Critical Mayhem, Greg.
I haven't. I'll reserve judgment.
I used to think I'd reserve judgment on you, but there's no way I can't judge you.
You judge me every day, sir.
That's because you're like 90 years old.
95, and who's counting?
Nonetheless, though, you see Critical Mayhem against Jake Shadows, and what's Jake Shadows' partner's name?
Caius Wolfe. Very mysterious, dark person from the deepest, darkest part of the forest.
I'm not
Caius
too
Wolfe.
familiar, but he has my interest.
Yeah, the interest is definitely peaked.
I'm giving my pick to Critical Mayhem. I've seen a lot from these guys. They have been busting their asses around the state of Florida. They've definitely been making a name for themselves in tag team divisions all around.
A little bit of history with them in Riot Pro Wrestling. They were single competitors here before they decided to team up as a tag team, and they have won many championships, but never yet in Riot Pro Wrestling.
Could this be their opportunity to do that?
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure they've been dying to do that since the original Riot Pro folded.
You see Jake Shadows and Carlos, they're in there starting this off. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jake Shadows and Carlos starting this off. Carlos, though, Carlos kind of that high-flying athletic cruiserweight type of style.
Look at that intensity in his face, Alex. Okay, this new guy, what was his name again?
Caius Wolfe.
Caius Wolfe kind of scares me, kind of like Alex does.
Greg, you're like 90.
95, and
You
who's counting?
senile son of a... As we see Carlos, though.
Attempting to pin, but Caius Wolfe rolling through, and look at the power.
Power by Caius Wolfe.
And the follow-away slam to young Carlos into the cover.
This is tag team turmoil, so I mean, whatever team is standing at the end of this Turmoil match is going to be the new Riot Pro Tag Team Champions. Is that correct?
And we are going to see 6 teams before all's said and done, so whoever is winning, they're going through a lot.
Straight there by Caius Wolfe.
Into the cover again. And a 2 count. Carlos kicking out. I think it's very important that Carlos get over to his tag team partner, Andrew Merlin.
I gotta say, I wasn't too familiar with Caius Wolfe, but him and Jake Shadows have been working very well as a tag team here tonight.
I am very impressed. So far, I'm impressed. What about you, Alex? You're very hard to impress. And
I'm impressed. I mean, Critical Mayhem was my pick, but so far, they haven't really gotten much in. It's been all Jake Shadows and Caius Wolfe.
Well, Critical Mayhem work great together. They're very accomplished in a short time, but not doing so well against Caius Wolfe and Jake Shadows here tonight.
Andrew Merlin in, though.
Andrew Merlin got the tag from Carlos and coming in hot. Oh, and the knee. Wow.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
Oh, I think we all spoke too soon. Into the cover.
Andrew Merlin almost. Wait a second. What is Andrew Merlin? Oh! Kick onto Jake Shadows by Carlos.
Nice. And that shows you the fact these guys have been a tag team for a long time and know how to work together.
Oh!
Out of nowhere has Andrew Merlin goes for the pin. Your first team eliminated.
And Critical Mayhem staying strong in this.
Caius Wolfe and Jake Shadows have been eliminated. Now making their way to the ring, team number 3.
We have team number 3. This gives Critical Mayhem
who's it gonna be?
A little bit of a break. As we await the 3rd team in this tag team Turmoil.
Greg?
Oh, my God.
Oh, come on. It's this idiot doofus.
This is the one.
Come on.
Wait a minute. He does not have a tag team partner. Who is his tag team partner?
Jerry Swirlz.
Why is he here?
What
is this doofus doing here?
Did he get that at Scott Steiner's garage sale? I mean, what's up with that?
I heard it. I heard that the Malice was up for sale.
I thought he's been collecting cans and like that.
Is this going to be a handicap match on this one?
I think it might be because I don't remember anybody accepting Dylan's offer.
Greg, get in there and accept. You're his partner.
I'll go. No.
You guys know him way better than I do. Can you explain the whole Golden Girls fetish thing going on?
He thinks Betty White is hot.
He likes to think that Betty White is his soulmate. I mean, how many cans did he have to save up to get those?
Maybe Betty White will be his tag team partner.
Did anybody explain to Jerry Swirlz that you have to have a partner?
He calls himself now Big Papa Swirlz, from what I've heard.
He looks more like Big Mama Swirl.
Wait a second.
We know that music.
Wait a second. No way.
Oh, always bet.
His tag team partner, Vernon Black.
You know what they say, Greg? You gotta bet on black.
Wait a minute. How did Jerry Swirlz, Big Mama Swirlz, get somebody like Vernon Black to be his tag team partner? I'm with Vernon.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I didn't really need that. Please take your chainmail away from me. Thank you.
Oh, hey! What is that doofus Dylan doing trying to... What? Come on, disrespect by Jerry Swirlz.
Well, I guess Jerry Swirlz was lucky and found himself the right tag team partner to take on Critical Mayhem.
You know, here's the thing.
He's an idiot?
I started liking this goof. I'm going to have to change my mind about that again.
I think he's a very questionable... I don't know. I don't know how much of a brain this guy has.
Well, from personal experience, and we all know I have my personal experiences.
You shaved
with
his
Jerry
head.
Swirlz. Back in December at the Atomic Show.
Hey, Greg, he just slapped Carlos on the ass.
I knew he was gay.
Now, you guys don't way better than I do, but wouldn't it have been a smarter move to let Vernon Black come in and handle the heavy work?
Jerry Swirlz is not that smart.
It doesn't. Actually, if you look at Vernon Black, he doesn't look very interested to be out here. I'm wondering how much money did it take to get Vernon Black to even come out here and sit in that corner?
He's a gambling man. They always say bet on Black, and Jerry Swirlz betted on Vernon Black, so he must have paid him something pretty good.
Well, in the meantime, your boy Jerry Swirlz is taking quite a beating from Carlos
Oh,
Gabriel.
let me stop you there. He ain't my boy.
He ain't my boy either.
Is he Betty White's boy? I have no clue.
Greg, he might be your boy, actually. You never know.
No.
You two are
Oh, super kick! Do it again! I'm sorry, was that too biased?
Jerry Swirlz trying to get the crowd behind him. I think he had the reverse effect.
And the kick out at 2.
I'll give him credit on that one.
Jerry
don't
Swirlz
do
is
that.
just weird.
Just don't give him any credit. At
Wait
all.
a second, is Vernon Black?
Vernon Black jumping down when Curls went for.
Wait a second, he has cash in hand. Was he paid?
He was paid. I knew it.
Wow. I like the gambler. He knows when to count his money.
And he knows when to fold them.
Oh, come on.
Jerry Swirlz and the dealer Vernon Black have been eliminated.
That didn't last long, Greg. Are you surprised?
No, I am not.
Making their way to the ring, Team 4.
Uh-oh, we're very familiar with this team, Greg.
Oh, yes, we are. Is it chaotic in here, or is it just me?
From the hard streets of Puerto Rico, first, the Prince of Souls, Alex Todd. His tag team partner, the Wicked King of Misery, Alex Misery. They are Anarchy.
Much to the point of what I said earlier in the ring about them using atomic talent and our homegrown talent. Anarchy is homegrown atomic talent. They are the definition of just absolute chaos. They're called Anarchy for a reason.
Yes, they are. The maker of chaos, Alex Misery. The Prince, Alex Todd. And they've been making a name for themselves all over the state of Florida. Alex Misery has been going over to Puerto Rico quite often to wrestle over there. And as we know, Alex Misery has wrestling in his blood.
Absolutely, a second-generation superstar. And these guys, unlike your last team, have each other's back.
Yes, they do. Alex Misery and Alex Todd, just like brothers. And some good sportsmanship shown by Alex Todd.
Oh, yeah. Guys, you are in for a contest right now.
This is going to
Critical Mayhem versus Anarchy. That right there just reads main event.
Do we have Critical Anarchy here? And tying up the arm of Alex Todd there. But take nothing away from either of these teams. Very, very gelled as teams together, so we could see some real good classic tag team action here, Daniel.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, again, both these teams have championships. Both these teams are storied in anywhere from Florida to Puerto Rico and pretty much everywhere you've said. This is going to be a great match.
Right now, Alex Todd and Carlos Gabriel in the ring, though. Alex Todd is actually a bit of a submission specialist. I wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of tap out.
Why does it look like he's tying him up like a pretzel? Oh, and Carlos returning the favor.
Alex Todd not looking too happy.
Oh, and that could do some damage to those knees, which would take away the high-flying moves that Alex Todd likes to do.
Andrew Merlin. Wow, absolutely innovative as he goes for the pin.
And the kick out at 2 by Alex Todd.
And hey, Carlos, Andrew working very smarter. They've already worked a little bit. So they're keeping each other fresh, working on Todd, switching in and out when they can.
Here's the thing, though. Alex Misery is not going to sit on the outside for very long. He's going to want to get in there and get a part of this action. He's a very intense competitor. As Alex Todd wrenches that arm and gets the tag to Alex Misery. And guess what, Daniel and Alex? We are about to crank this up.
Again, absolute anarchy right now. Alex Misery, what's he thinking? Or is he even thinking, for that matter?
He does not think, he just does, Alex. Look at that move into the pin.
Andrew Merlin kicking out at 2 3/4.
That's a very close pinfall. Maybe your team, Critical Mayhem, not going to advance much further than Anarchy.
But what happens when you get Anarchy versus Mayhem? Chaos.
What he said. He said we get chaos.
You got Chaos and you got Misery. The Prince of Chaos and the Wicked King of Misery.
Right now, high-flying style right there of Alex Todd.
This crowd squarely behind the team of Anarchy.
Well, all I know is Andrew's got to get out of there. He's taking way too much punishment. Again, smart tag team action. They're tagging in and out pretty quick. Carlos Gabriel dying to get into this match right now.
Both teams have shown that they are very gelled as a team.
Misery going for the pin.
And 2.
Carlos biting at the bit to get the tag.
You talk about cohesive tag teams and just that can work so well together. Alex Todd and Alex Misery have that, and they've showed no just.
And they are doing the quick tags in and tags out. Look at this.
Working
That's how you do
smart. Keeping
Work
Mayhem
smarter, not
isolated
harder.
in their corner, just where they want them.
Stay as fresh as you can.
Oh, I heard that chop over here.
I felt that over here, Daniel.
Ouch.
And
Again, another quick tag by Alex Todd.
And Andrew Merlin fighting his way out with the elbows and the fists, but to no avail as Alex Todd waffles him with a right. And you'll notice that both of these men, Alex Todd and Alex Misery, they stay on their man. They give him no rest.
Well, you got to give Andrew credit too. He is fighting back. Oh, dog.
Right now, you see the crowd here in Melbourne getting really hyped. They want to see that tag. They want Carlos Gabriel in the match, and they want Alex Misery in the match.
Could we see finally Carlos get back into this match as we see the tag to Alex Misery? Carlos in, and the clothesline to Alex Misery. Devastating suplex there.
It's time for Critical Mayhem.
Ooh, baseball slide. Carlos is on fire right now.
You see the determination by Carlos Gabriel.
Going to the high rent district and
Wow, just knocking Alex Misery straight up and down.
What must,
Right
what
now
must come down.
Referee Javier telling Carlos to get out of the corner. Got to remember, they have a 5 count to get out of that corner, so Carlos could have exercised that 5 count.
Wait a second. Carlos was looking to run to the corner, but Alex Todd going to stop that.
Alex Misery sliding over for the tag. Alex Todd in.
Gabriel was holding his neck there. Looks kind of dazed at this point.
He could have done some damage. Alex Todd with the elbow. Alex Misery up. And the 450 splash.
Does not look good for Carlos Gabriel.
That's got to be it. Andrew Merlin going to break that out, the closest to a 3 count we have had.
And now we've broken into just a fight.
Anarchy.
Between Anarchy, Andrew Merlin. Oh!
Beautiful move by Andrew Mayhem Merlin, taking out both members of Anarchy.
Wait a second. Andrew Merlin going to throw Carlos onto Todd for the pin.
And Todd kicks out at 2.
Almost got the elimination.
Man, this has been some, like I said, classic tag team combat. Oh, wow, look at that. Innovative, but the breakup by Alex Misery.
Both of these teams seem to know each other so well.
They are evenly matched, I would say, Daniel, wouldn't you?
Trading blows back and forth right now.
I mean, different styles, but you basically have two teams that know each other so well.
If you look at the dynamic, though, here, Daniel, if you look at Alex Misery and Andrew Merlin, they're about the same size, the same height. The same thing goes with Alex Todd.
Out of nowhere, that's got to be it. Merlin goes for the pin. Anarchy's gone.
Anarchy has been eliminated.
Anarchy was the strongest looking team so far. Critical Mayhem.
Now, making their way to the ring, Team 5.
The annual purge. Greg, I'm about to kill you.
It'll be legal.
Critical Mayhem lasting very well in this match.
They have gone through 3 teams, going to their 4th team now.
Can they make it till the very end? They've been here since the beginning.
But now they must battle a fresh, young team.
Uh-oh. Culture.
Now making their way to the ring from Orlando, Florida, the 17-year-old prodigy, Eli Knight, the Integrator, Malik, Bo, City, they are Culture Inc.
Here's the thing, Greg. As much as I thought Anarchy had Critical Mayhem's number, I got to say, I think Culture might have their number. Culture, up and coming, very impressive team on the rise.
Yeah, one member, Eli, 17 years old, being considered a wrestling prodigy.
Absolutely, as we start this off right now, Malik and Eli just going to bring it to Andrew and Carlos.
Culture is hungry for tag team gold. Andrew and Carlos have been in this match since the beginning, and they've faced 3 other teams. Can they take on the young lions known as Culture?
And you got to think, the wear and tear now that's happened to Critical Mayhem, could Culture have their number? Because they have been, like you said, since the beginning of this match.
Oh, and the double drop kicks from Critical Mayhem to Culture.
Hey, I'm not taking anything away. That was absolutely impressive. But the thing is, they've been in this match, what, 15, 20 minutes now?
They have, and they are...
What more could they possibly... Oh, low blow by Malik. Letting you know that they are here to win gold, and they don't care what they have to do to get it. Wait a second, Greg.
We have a ringing of the bell. That's a...
Is that a disqualification?
Culture Incorporated has been eliminated by disqualification.
Greg, that's a disqualification.
Now,
Culture is
making their way
disqualified.
to the ring, your final team.
Well,
oh, we know this music all too well.
My favorite team is about to come out. My best friend is about to come out.
I'm going to leave now.
Stay, Greg.
Okay.
Well, it is past your bedtime.
It is, really.
There you go. The best
Led
damn
to the
team
ring by the
here.
consultant of choice, Frank Saltarelli. They are the team of Jason Dugan, Ray Zion, Brothers in Arms.
Where do I even begin to discuss everything about Brothers in Arms? Because Greg, Jason Dugan, and Ray Zion, they are the Atomic Tag Team Champions. They are the Atomic Tag Team Champions. Jason Dugan is also the Atomic Rapid Fire Cruiserweight Champion. I foresee Riot Pro Tag Team Gold in their future.
And we have called Jason Dugan the Belt Collector, as you have referred to him.
He is the belt collector. He is going all around the state of Florida, Georgia, Alabama, you name it. They are going to shut Carlos Gabriel down. Brothers in Arms have got this. I have no doubt in my mind.
I will give the devil his due. Brothers in Arms is one of the top tag teams in the state of Florida, if not the only good tag team in the state of Florida.
Impressive athleticism. See, that right there is a team. Critical Mayhem has nothing on Brothers in Arms.
Wait a minute. My question is, what will it do to the ego of Mr. Showtime if your tag team champions procure his tag team championship?
It's like I said in the beginning of the show, Greg, but none of these idiots in the crowd wanted to listen. That Brothers in Arms, Atomic, we are taking over. We are the new face of Extreme, and Brothers in Arms is going to do just that.
Oh, very impressive by the big man, Ray Zion.
Ray Zion is a former 3-time Atomic Hardcore champion. He is ready to go to the Extreme and back.
Did we mention that the Brothers in Arms are the longest reigning tag team champions ever in ARW history?
Absolutely, and guess what? They're going to walk away with the gold here tonight, and they will do just that with Riot Pro Wrestling.
My question is, what is that going to do to the ego of General Manager Mr. Showtime?
You mean the undeserving ego, right?
Is it undeserving? Yes.
I don't know yet. Time will tell. Jason Dugan, they're going to work really good here on Carlos Gabriel. If you notice, Andrew Merlin is not in his corner, and that is because Brothers in Arms, that Smarts, took him out before the match even began officially.
Yep, and 2 count.
You talk about ego, that is a deserving ego right there by Jason Dugan, as he's going to pin Ray Zion in. Frank Saltarelli, look at, he has $100 bills everywhere. Greg, are you going to go get one?
I tried. He wouldn't give me one.
Yeah, you got to work for it, Greg.
Something about drawing pension or something. He doesn't give handouts.
Ray Zion going to go for the pin on Carlos. Carlos barely able to kick out there, but again, Critical Mayhem have been in this tag team turmoil since the beginning. What more could they possibly have left in them?
I don't think they have any more left in the engine.
Carlos going to duck it, but you can see just that tired.
Oh, and the enziguri to the head of big man Ray Zion.
But take nothing away. Ray Zion is a former 3-time Atomic Hardcore champion. He can take it, and he can give it right back.
Jason Dugan wanting the tag now as we watch Carlos inch closer to his corner. Could he get that all-important tag to Andrew Merlin, which he does.
Jason Dugan in and Andrew Merlin.
Like a house on fire, Alex. Ducking the clothesline by Jason. And the knee. Ducking the clothesline from the big man, Ray Zion.
I'm going to take nothing away. Andrew Merlin is quite impressive here tonight. But again, he has been here since the beginning of Tag Team Turmoil.
Yep.
Brothers in Arms are the fresh competitors.
And Andrew Merlin just going post to post with the Brothers in Arms. Oh.
Kick to the face of Ray Zion.
Wow, Andrew Merlin, really impressive. Picking up Jason Dugan.
Jason gonna push him into the ropes.
Oh, and the slam. Hard onto the back of Jason Dugan. And the kick out.
Are you surprised?
I am not. Actually, Jason Dugan, very impressive.
Brothers in Arms win gold in every single company they go to. Do you really think Riot Pro Wrestling is going to be any different?
Ray Zion throwing Carlos into the post. Meanwhile, into the ring, we see Jason with Andrew, the big man in.
This has got to be it. Jason Dugan goes for the pin. Wow. Told you, Greg.
I never doubted you, Alex.
Your winners and the new Riot Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Ray Zion, Jason Dugan, Brothers in Arms.
Well, Greg, like I said in the start of the show, Atomic was taking over, and guess what? Atomic took over Riot because the new tag team champions for Riot are Brothers in Arms. And look at this. This is the general manager. Gonna rightfully hand them the gold.
How humiliating is that, Alex? How humiliated must the general manager be right now that he has to hand over his tag team championships to your tag team champions?
So, Brothers in Arms now Atomic Tag Team Champions, and now the Riot Pro Tag Team Champions.
Congratulations to the Brothers in Arms. But
why does Frank Saltarelli have his shirt off?
I don't know, but he needs to put it back on. Let's not take anything away from Critical Mayhem, though. They lasted 5 teams. They
It's
were
impressive.
In this
I'll
match
give
from
them
the
that.
beginning. Very impressive from these 2 young Lions.
Andrew Merlin and Carlos Gabriel have been around since the beginning. They did a very, very good job. I take nothing away from them.
I don't think we've seen the last of them in the tag team
heart.
division.
They had heart. They had heart.